Fashion staples, or basics, have become a very loose term for the pieces that you probably feel obligated to buy, or maybe to have a complete wardrobe. Just this 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then I'm done. And then I'm done until you scroll onto the next TikTok or reel of someone else explaining why you need these new pieces to now complete your wardrobe. Before you know it, your wish list is just as confused as you are. Hi, I'm Taya. I care probably too much about a lot of things, and fashion is one of them. But I'm also a fashion noob. Welcome back to my channel. What is a fashion basic anyway? A fashion basic is a basic piece of clothing that many claim are necessary for a complete or harmonious wardrobe. An easy wardrobe. It generally consists of colors that are just easy on the eye, easy to put on, consisting of many basic tank tops, perfect pair of jeans, or a few, but beyond this is where it kind of starts to blend into confusing or conflicting internet opinions. We're talking must-haves. Maxi skirts, Adidas Sambas, Birkenstocks, the white button-down. Oh, and the same button-down but in a few various colors. And this tube top, it's very flattering, in multiple colors. Minimalist handbags, maximalist handbags, ballet flats, and oh my god, now we're dropping brand names. We love every piece from their line, and we need to be the first in their upcoming collection because we know it's going to trend. And it really is the best one yet. And I'm trying it on and it doesn't fit quite right. But all the other girlies are getting it and it fits right on them, so maybe I just need to do it anyway. Does this sound about right? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Because I am. There's just so many options, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But online, there's just so much fluff that we actively have to work to get past. What? And especially if this is the same kind of information that you see on your For You pages all the time, because I know I do. And if you don't subject yourself to this. You're better off not knowing. So why do we need them? Well, the short answer is somebody's probably trying to make a quick buck. Don't get me wrong, I understand why we have sponsored ads from creators. It's essentially what's keeping this as a job for them, just like when we were watching TV 100 years ago and we would have ad breaks. But when it starts to feel like that's all we're seeing from our once loved creators, and the must-have list piles on, and the money drains, it gets pretty murky. It gets pretty difficult in seeing what we actually want versus what we need. So then how do we determine what it is that we actually need? First, let's look at what's the difference between a staple and a statement piece. Fashion staples, like I said before, are typically known as versatile, timeless, pieces that are easily wearable. They are kind of known as the building blocks of an outfit, right? No thinky too hard kind of stuff, which is really nice sometimes. Whereas fashion statement pieces, kind of says it in the name, is typically more bold, eye-grabbing, unique personal pieces. This is the piece that we're told that this is where we're allowed to let our personality shine through. Now, a good outfit is terribly subjective, but I think the general rule of thumb that we're told, and a pretty good way to play it safe, is to wear majority basics, the building block, and 1 or maybe 2 pieces that are statement pieces where we're allowed to actually let our personality shine through. Does it look good? Yeah. Does it work? Yes. But does this rule start to make our wardrobe feel like it always has to be updated? Extremely limiting, but at the same time overwhelming? Yes, yes, yes. So what does it all really matter in the end? My honest opinion, you can wear whatever the hell you want. You can build an outfit of all basics or all staples, or build an outfit of all statements. A mishmash of the two. If you gravitate towards it, if it makes you comfortable within yourself, if it makes you excited to physically go outside or just physically express yourself in your own body, wear it. This is coming from me. Don't be scared of being too loud or too much. Forget everything you know. You didn't sign a waiver when you were born telling you what you are allowed to wear and what you're not allowed to wear and what's supposed to work with what and what doesn't. These ultra-specific fashion rules that you probably heard from an influencer on TikTok. Can you tell I hate TikTok? Editor Taya here. I just wanted to quickly hop on because I had another thought about this as I was editing it. That in me saying this does not negate the importance of studying fashion if you want to learn more. Because ultimately it really is an art and a science, right? I'm more in this video pointing at the weird rules online that are claimed by what goes by other people, without us as the video watchers first considering that their voice is theirs, and their opinion is theirs. And they don't have to be putting it out on the internet in a way that makes it now everyone else's opinion too. For lack of a better analogy, sheep following a shepherd, right? If that makes sense. I just feel like if you're more in tune with your own voice, rather than only regurgitating what other people's voice is, you end up just naturally leaning into the science and the art of fashion more, and how it works and where play naturally comes in. And I feel like studying fashion, going to school for fashion, I imagine would only lean into that voice more, your own voice more. This is your life. You can dress however you want. I read a quote recently that I feel applies. If they're sleeping on you, tuck them in. What I mean by that is if you're worried of the judgment that you're worried will come your way because your outfit might be too loud or too much or too basic according to society's standards, let them judge you. I know it's easier said than done, but this is your life. And what does their opinion really at the end of the day matter to you? About me. It must be sadder to live in their own narrow-minded heads anyway. And look, of course, I have to say, if you naturally gravitate towards looks that are just on trend typically, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of the time something is trending for a reason. Not all of them are good, but that's my own opinion. You don't have to feel the same way as me. And there's also nothing wrong with using trends to learn about what you like versus what you dislike, right? Or if something you've already liked has now fallen into trend and suddenly everyone else is wearing or doing the same thing as you. Trends are not inherently bad. And neither is it bad to have a wish list. That's not my point of this video. I personally really look forward to taking myself shopping for the times that I'm like, yes, I can buy this item that I've been eyeing off or waiting for so long. I just think when trends become mindlessly followed, you potentially end up losing a part of yourself along the way by blindly following every loud piece of advice from your screen. You could say, including mine, without giving it a second thought of your own first. How does it make you feel? That's the key words here. Leave a comment down below. Does the term fashion overwhelm you? What does fashion mean to you? For me, I personally see it as a reflection of the mood that I'm feeling that day. I tend to feel more comfortable in my own clothes, and depending on if my outfit is reflecting the mood that I'm feeling, so it can change a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.